first club in the Premier League to ever not sign anybody for 2 consecutive windows. This lack of spending at Spurs, how do you read Mauricio Pochettino and whether or not he's OK with this, Robbie?
I think he's very careful and prides himself on the group he has, the tight-knit squad he has, the camaraderie and ability of his group. He's not going to go and sign Eddie Experienced, who comes into his football club, earns a load of money, doesn't play in the team, and is not sure he's going to make them any better, just so we can say, oh, Spurs have made a signing. Let me just put this another way. In terms of football clubs, Spurs have the likes, if I made the list, of Skip, Winks, Foyt, Walker-Peters, Sterling. This club gives youngsters, we don't have the academy on there, this club gives youngsters a chance. We're talking about Chelsea having to sometimes let some of their best young players go. If he isn't sure of going and getting an experienced player, he gets somebody who he believes in from his academy and he gives them the opportunity. Just before I go to Robbie Muster, a couple of things just in as the transfer window really is almost at an end. 2 minutes to go. Newcastle have loaned Jacob Murphy to West Brom. We talked about him earlier on until the end of the season. And Leicester City have loaned out Andy King to Derby County in the Championship also for the rest of the season. Robbie, is Mauricio Pochettino wrong not to buy players in 2 consecutive transfer windows?
Of course you'd like to add to the squad, but I think January's tough. I think, was it Dele Alli a January signing? You went back to MK Dons, but that was an amazing January signing. I would just like to have seen him bring in a couple of younger players, you know, whether it's just on loan. I mean, Michy Batshuayi, now I'm sure Chelsea didn't want to do business with a direct competitor. I get that. But that would have been great, wouldn't it? You know, a lone striker.
Would the money have been a problem, though, Rob? If he wants 160 grand and players there on 100 grand.
I just don't understand how Palace can afford to pay that or whatever. I don't know. I just think, just bigger picture, Rebecca, with this, you know, going into the summer. This is a special moment for Spurs, isn't it? And I know the money with the stadium, etc., but shouldn't the club somehow find some money to try and add, to try and take this amazing squad? I mean, that's an amazing number, the net spend. Find some money to try and make this complete, to go over the line, to win a Premier League title, because they might not get a chance as good in the future. So, you know, in the summer, I think is so big for Spurs in so many ways, but they've got to spend some money if they want to win the Premier League title.
But, Carl, what's so interesting is that actually they have made progress despite not getting the chequebook out.
I mean, they're 9 points better than they were at this stage last year. And what's amazing about that graphic of the net spend and the points accrued since 2014, many of those points were accrued in the last 3 seasons when they did very little business. It is trusting in youth. It is looking internally. There's also a lot of contract extensions where they signed up players that were potentially leaving to other clubs. Now, there's a big contract left to extend in Eriksen. They haven't gotten him to ink yet. The big windows this summer. The biggest window, I think, in Spurs' Premier League history is this summer. And that's why I think they're staying out of this one and putting all their focus and money towards that.
They're still in the title race. Hi, I'm Rebecca Lowe, studio host for NBC's coverage of the Premier League. Don't forget to hit subscribe to watch highlights all season long, and be sure to tune in for Premier League mornings on NBCSN.